So once we know what we're going to talk about, so that's invention, and then we need to start thinking about order. Now that's arrangement. Arranging our key points can help us better understand the relationship better, but more importantly, well-arranged points are easier for audience members to follow along with. Now this video will talk about the importance of subordinating your key points. Now, subordination simply means that all your key points relate to the topic. So, for example, let's say I was doing a key point speech on why public speaking should be a graduation requirement. So public speaking is pretty common at U.S. universities. It's a pretty common course, but it's usually not a required course. So let's say that's my thesis. Public speaking should be a graduation requirement. So in arguing this, I come up with these three key points. So public speaking is good for classes, good for jobs, and good for civic obligations. And when you look at those 3 points don't violate the thesis, right? But they actually don't relate to it that much. It kind of looks like my thesis and my key points are on slightly different topics. So here's a quick check. If I covered up my thesis, could you guess at what it was simply by looking at the key points? Well, the answer is probably not. If you were just looking at the key points, a reasonable guess would be something like that my thesis was something like public speaking is good, it's very good. Because honestly, that's all I'm saying in those key points. There are some key terms in the thesis that just aren't explained. So let's revise this. Now, when we think about it, that thesis is about public speaking, but it's also about universities and requirements. So those are important ideas that should show up in the key points as well. So I can still have an entire point about the goodness of public speaking instruction, but I also need to talk about the feasibility of making it a requirement. So subordination helps you keep your speech on track. If your points are subordinate to the topic, then you're not going to wander off on as many tangents. But that also means that each key point should relate to some aspect of your topic, providing more detail or more explanation.